Welcome back, my viewers, and I really wish to appreciate that you've been consistent in this. Every day has a learning opportunity. In our past videos, we talked about focus. We also talked about initiative. But as much as we might be having the two aspects in life, we live in times that change is happening every day. And embracing change becomes an issue to many individuals, many, even religious organizations, many institutions, and even families feel that this is the way we have been doing it all this time. So why change? Now, I want to inform us this that change is not an enemy. Actually, change is a plus. Stagnation is the enemy we have. And in every institution, call it a school, a business, a church, even if it is government, change is a signal that there is evolution. There is evolution that is taking place. And it is actually a doorway to innovation, to growth, and also to impact. Yet, so many of us resist change out of fear. What will happen if this happened? The fear of the unknown. Many of us resist change because of comfort zone. You've been on that ladder for quite some times. You know the terrain. You know every area. So you do not want anything new to be brought about. And you feel it might be whether significant or not significant. You have that feeling that this one will disorient me, might distract me, and so on. And some other times, which this one carries, a bigger percentage, is that there are those of us who feel that they don't want change because of traditions. Traditions how? Because this is the way it has always been. This is the way it has been done since I came here. So this is the way the work that has been conducted. This is the way as a church our services has been conducted. This is the way as an institution we've been doing our things. So why bring change? But this is the truth, friends, that what brought you here, where you are now, will not take you there. It will not take you there. What do I mean? When by the time you coming here, there was a need that was identified. And over the time, that need might have been fulfilled. Now, where we're going, some new needs are being identified over the time. Now, old ways will not open new doors. They will not open new doors. Now, to stay relevant, effective, visionary, then as individuals, as institutions, then we must accept change, because it is change that is going to mold us. Now, embracing institutional changes sometimes means, number one, challenging the status quo. With purpose, of course, with a purpose and strategy. Number two, creating that culture of flexibility, adaptability, not fear, so that members of any organization, members of staff, will feel that if I brought my idea, it will be reasoned too. Now, listening deeply to emerging voices and new perspectives that are coming every day. What is happening in the other world? What is my competitor doing? Why are they making more profit than ourselves? What could be their competitive edge in this? Now, another aspect means that, we're talking about empowering the leadership at every level, the lower cadre, the middle level, and even the corporate level. And of course, turning resistance into resilience. Now, change is not chaos, friends. Change is not chaos. When well managed, what it means is that change will bring transformation. Now, sometimes as individual level, we get dragged many times because of the problems we feel are going to come as a result of change. And therefore, we keep replaying the struggles that we have had because of that change that has come. Perhaps it's a new technology that is out there in town and in business, and therefore you must be taken for some training, and you must go through some examinations, some assessments, and due to this, you find yourself failing, and therefore you remember the traditions and you say, why are we bringing this new thing? And as a result of this, sometimes at organizational level, the organization will have one message, is that either you shape up or you ship out. And that's the message. And repeating that song of pity, hoping that someone will hear your song and rescue you, will not help you, my dear friend. But this is the truth. Your problems and your challenges are not punishments. They are privileges to bring you to another level. Now, every single challenge you face is a sign that you're still in the game. Look, if you are not in the game, then you will not face the challenge. If you'll be resting in your comfort zone, then you will not face the challenge. It means you're still fighting on. You're still fighting on. You're still growing. You are still evolving. And some people don't really get that chance to sit on the challenge you are sitting on. And they pray every day. Did you know, friends, that there are so many job applications coming into that organization, and they are coming to apply, seeking for the job you're doing, the job you're complaining about. So before you draw on self-pity, remember that you're still standing. You still have an opportunity, because self-pity will just leave you into wallowing deeper and deeper into your issues, and it will paralyze you, because it will convince you that you are helpless and you are not wanted. People don't want you, people don't need your services and all that. Your problems are not roadblocks. They're not roadblocks. They could be there, but you jump over one, get into the other, and that resistance will help us to build the strength. And they are not the end of your path, but they are themselves the path. And without this resistance, friends, there's no growth. Where there is no resistance, there's no persistence, and there's no struggle. Without struggle, there's no progress. And the obstacle is not the way. The obstacle is the way. It's time to flip the chart. Flip that script. No more victim stories. No more blame games. No more waiting for someone to save you. You are the warrior. So when change comes, embrace that change. You are the only one who can describe your story. Stop seeing barriers and start seeing, these battlegrounds have been prepared for me. And you know what? The Bible says that a righteous man falls 7 times, but the Lord will always help them to rise again. But you must have fallen before you are risen. And you are not different. You're not different. You don't need perfect circumstances to see things happen in your life. So you need to ask yourself many questions. You need to ask yourself, am I having a fighting spirit? Because the world in which we are, friends, if I and you don't have a fighting spirit, we will not be able to conquer. We need to count all the setbacks we are having in lives and see them as comebacks to bring us back and help us bounce back over and over again, so that when we see ourselves shrinking, we'll be sharpening the skills in the fire. We'll be sharpening those skills in the fire. Why? Because our problems are not our prison. They are our training ground. They are not there to break us up, but they are there to build us up. So friends, today, are there aspects of life you feel change has come to hurt you? Are there aspects of life you feel change came to disorient you or to remove you from the track? Think about it and rethink once again and get focus, because change is inevitable. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.